Okay, what up, guys? I'm back with another video. And this will not be any topics or ranking. This will be a topic not of ranking, and I've changed up my channel. If you haven't seen, I've come to despise the people that rip on bands all the time. At shows, on YouTube, on everything. It needs to fucking stop, guys. So what, these kids like these certain bands that we don't like. I like some of the bands that these kids like, and I don't see the problem with Bullet for My Valentine and Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, and Killswitch Engage. I don't see the problem with those bands that everybody else sees, and it just needs to fucking stop. I'm tired of people get hurt over people saying the most idiotic shit on the internet ever. Not on the internet either, in person. I've had people tell me that my fucking music taste sucks dick. Live in person. And it's just, why does somebody have to do that? Like, do we have to be such assholes to everybody? Like, I'm speaking about the metal elitists, of course, that I used to be one myself. I ripped on bands, I did some shit that I'm not proud of, but I'm fucking owning up to it, unlike these fucking assholes. Just come to my senses, man. I've come to my senses. And all that needs to come to my senses is mostly listening to new bands. I like new bands. A lot of these metal elitists completely don't ignore the new bands and everything. It's like, I don't listen to new metal. I'm not going to go on the internet and tell everybody that listens to it is a fucking poser, like most of the people in this community do. Not most of them, a select few. There is an underground cell of these people that I personally was part of, and it's just not good. It's not good, guys. Not good. You just have to look at it as their ignorance holds them back. Their ignorance is holding them back and enjoying music. That's why I stopped, because I realized that it was clouding my... I couldn't, like, listen to more progressive stuff if I was just dawning in the past like these elitists do. I don't dawn in the past anymore. I'm tired of doing it. I like to listen to the new stuff. And I don't like to rip on bands just because they may be metalcore, deathcore. I don't per se like deathcore. But I can... Stuff like Whitechapel, I don't hate them. They had a good point with the song they made, the elitist song they made, with how just because someone labels them that, they're completely not metal at all. That's the more issue. I like punk. I admit it. I love Dropkick Murphys. I love Black Flag. But yeah, I don't hate core. I used to hate core. I used to hate people that listen to core. And I just look at it as, why the fuck was I such an asshole to people? And there's still a website up that's me ranting on the shit that I thought was not good. It's just fucking poor taste. It is so poor taste what some people do on this site. Saying it's gotta stop. If you don't like a band, shut up about it and don't be the schoolyard bully to people for the music taste. Just like if you're not into metal, don't bully people or say bad things to people, or don't even make the fucking Cookie Monster noise. That drives me nuts. I get it. Like, I've had, like, it just annoys the shit out of me that people find it offensive even to like a genre of music. And even in our community itself. You know, Killswitch Engage is inspired by the old times, and Bullet for My Valentine is inspired by, like, Metallica and Kiss and all them, like, all the bands that defined the genre back in the day. And they're just dawning on the past. And if anything's not like the past, they completely diss it. They completely tell everybody they're posers if they listen to the new shit. It's annoying. It's annoying and it needs to stop. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this from people that find it funny to, or not funny, but believe that that metal should get more progressive over time. And some bands should take it to the more extreme over time. And for people to hate on those bands because they're doing something different isn't good. It's counterproductive. It's holding metal back. The ultimate thing we want to do with metal is break it into popular culture. It's never going to do that. Sure, the old bands popped into popular culture like thrash metal, but there's even people that hate Metallica and other thrash bands that made it big in the popular culture back in the day. And there's people that hate AC/DC for making it. Most of the metal people here don't like AC/DC because it's not metal. They were the inspirers of metal, just like Black Sabbath. People say Black Sabbath is metal. Black Sabbath is the metal. You could consider back in the day the jazz to be metal. If you would look at the chords and everything on the guitars. The problem is people hearing something that they just hear something weird, they completely just automatically flip to this is disgusting. It's never gonna. It's going to ruin our genre. We got to completely say this isn't metal. I don't even go on the metal forums anymore. Because all it is people shitting on bands. That's all it is. And on sites like the Apple Music and everything, it's some elitist shitting on a band in the comment section of an album. Like, you don't need to go on in a band's thing and call them steaming hot garbage or spew a bunch of hate around it. It's like, if you don't like it, give a bad review, tell them what they need to improve on, but don't completely bash them and tell them that they shouldn't be doing what they're doing. It's counterproductive and it makes bands want to just quit. Bands like Avenged Sevenfold can handle it, but when you completely go to one of these young up-and-coming bands and you say horrible things to them, they might quit. Which, if they quit, ultimately that hurts our genre because we're looking like complete dickheads all the time. We need to ignore the elitists here. We just need to ignore them, not give them any more publicity. I know this is going to give them some publicity, but it's just here to say that it's time to stop, guys. It is time to stop with the elitism in metal. Like, the elitism is defined by someone thinking their music is more superior than someone else's. I don't think pop music is more superior than metal, and I don't think metal is more superior than pop music. Just to say that. It's just I like metal better. Doesn't mean I'm going to go and hate on the pop artists. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a dick. I used to be a dick. And it's just counterproductive of our genre. It makes us look fucking bad. That's why we haven't broken into popular culture, because we have this select few that find it cool to go and bash bands, and there's even been bands that have gotten death threats from people. And it's like, why? Why would you do that shit just because you didn't like what they did? You didn't like how they sold their album. You didn't like what label they got on. You didn't like what elements they mixed into it. You didn't like how they mixed punk chords into it. You don't like how they down-tuned it. It's like, metal's just going to keep getting more progressive if you like it or not. That's what it's going to do. It's going to keep getting more aggressive. Like I said, I think metalcore itself is more aggressive, like Hatebreed, than earlier death metal. Like, it's gotten more aggressive. The vocal styles have changed on everything. I'm just sick and tired of elitism. I'm sick and tired of it. I've gotten hate myself for posting about Avenged Sevenfold. I've even gotten hacking threats on my Instagram for doing that. I had to take my post down because people false reported that damn post. Are we in that level of being complete dickheads that we have to false report things that we don't like? Oh, I don't like this band. Why is this person posting about it? Oh, I'm gonna false report it. No. Just don't do that. Thank you for listening to 11 minutes of me ranting about elitist fucking assholes. I'm completely saying they're fucking dickheads because they are complete dickheads and they need to fuck off. They need to completely fuck off. Bye. This has been the Elitist Rat.